Hey Capricorn, welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. My name is Sophie. If you are brand new to the channel, I hope you enjoy today's reading. If you do, please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below. For those of you who are returning, I am sending you all of my love and gratitude. Thank you for being here with me once again. This reading is for any and all Capricorn placements, so please take this reading as it resonates. Since this is a general reading, it will not resonate for everyone, but if you find today's reading does resonate with you, you can find the link to the extended reading in the description box below, along with information about the reading schedule and my personal reading availability. This reading can be applied to any and all situations, including love, career, and personal growth. So Cap, we're going to go ahead and jump right into your reading. We're going to begin with some oracle cards and then jump into the Celtic cross spread using tarot and clarified by the Kipper deck. Before the reading, while I was doing your pre-shuffle, I pulled some Lenormand cards to get some guidance and advice. And what I'm seeing here, we have the Male, which is just a person card. We also have Lily, and we have the Tower. So in Lenormand, the Tower usually indicates some type of either business or something having to do with restraint. So I'm getting two storylines because underneath the deck, we also have Fish, which talks about abundance. Lilies talk about wisdom and wise. So there might be someone, okay, for advice that you could reach out to who has some type of wisdom where it comes to either self-restraint or business. I'm seeing the reason for seeking this person out has something to do with either knowledge that they have a lot of, or money perhaps that they have a lot of. For some of you, I am also getting that there is a certain amount of restraint that needs to be exercised when it comes to some type of a masculine energy or another person who might be older. But there is something here about having to hold back your feelings, hold back your money, hold back something that you have in abundance because something right now is currently underway. Someone is closing a chapter off, and it could have something to do with business, but I do feel like there is someone who is kind of closing a chapter, a major chapter in their life, something that is bringing with it a lot of wisdom. But the advice is to either seek this person out in this transition that perhaps you're experiencing, or to hold yourself back from reaching out to a particular person because it might be too much too soon. Okay, so please take that as it resonates. And that is the advice that I am seeing right off the jump. Now, we're gonna pull some Nature's Whispers oracle cards to get additional guidance and get an idea of what is happening, please, for Capricorn. What is happening, please, for Capricorn? If this is about money, there will be abundance very soon. If this involves a person, they may have been in no communication with you for quite some time, but communication will be coming in. You just have to give them some space. For some of you, where this is about you being tempted to reach out with a lot of information and a lot of feelings to someone who has been closed off, I see that it would be better for you to kind of give them their space because there is something you're not seeing about what they're going through that if they respond to your communication a particular way, it may give you the wrong idea about what they're feeling. Trust your understanding. And the big picture. Yeah. Underneath, let love be your beacon. So we have 1 6, another 6, which is a 42 reducing to a 6, and then we have a 32 here, which is a 5. So for some of you, this is about conflicted feelings. Your heart is telling you to do one thing, but then your mind is telling you to do something else. And with let love be your beacon, this is about following what you know deep down is the right thing to do. I feel like for some of you, there is a very real urge to express your emotions, express what you are feeling. But what I am seeing is this could be a feeling that is being inspired by the need for a response right away, Cap. And with trust your own understanding, I think there is a part of you that knows exactly how to navigate the situation. There's a part of you that knows, exactly what needs to be measured out in terms of distance, communication, silence. You know exactly what the good measure needs to be, but part of you might be really just excited or really needing a response or really needing to bridge the gap. But I say follow that understanding about maybe the sensitivity of the situation. Something here may be very delicate or fragile and requires time. With the big picture, with the 6, this is about taking a moment to zoom out at all of, just take a bird's eye view of everything going on right now. What do you know about this event or set of circumstances? What do you know about it from what you've experienced previously? And how, in your best, most educated opinion, do you feel the next step should be if you are looking to strengthen a bond with someone or have long-lasting communication? Chances are, if there is someone in your environment who you are trying to connect with who is not seeking connection, there is something else going on. Something in the background that you're not able to see. But there is a feeling here, Cap. There is something that you know to be true. And while you may have so much care, love, desire for this person, there is a need here to take a step back and examine what this person is offering to the table, bringing to the table, and then asking yourself, what is my heart telling me to do? Because remember, the 6s are in the tarot is the Lovers. That is Gemini energy. For some, you're connecting with a Gemini, but this also indicates making a choice with your heart, right? Having choices. For some, this is about multiple people involved, not in a necessarily malicious type of way, but for some, this is about trying to figure out exactly what type of person you want to be or what type of person you want to be with. You might be speaking with multiple people and there's just individuals or different elements involved. All right, so this is about making the right choice and knowing exactly what it's going to take to navigate an otherwise complicated situation and giving it the time, the space. This is like a moving, breathing animal is what it feels like to me, Cap. Realistically, it feels like a moving, breathing animal. You know something intimately about how this goes. There is something you know intimately about how this goes. And it would be in this whole, it would be in the best interest of how this turns out that you listen to that voice because it knows. And if it's not a voice, it's this person that is involved who has been there, done that. Reach out to them for their experience. What else, please, for Capricorn? What else for Capricorn? What else for Capricorn, please? Action. Let's see. Victory. So I just want to bring, I want to bring this to your attention, Cap, because we have 2 28s here, financial constraints. So this person card is a 28. Okay. With second chakra, Archangel Ariel, and victory, this is somebody who, I'm not getting pride. I am getting that this person is no stranger to having been successful in whatever this is that you are trying to bring to a successful conclusion. This person knows how to do this. Whatever your questions are, direct it to this person if you feel you need guidance. For others, this is about you knowing who this person is. You know exactly what this type of person brings to the situation. And so this is your call to action. This is your call to action, that if there is something that needs to be done, I am getting for many of you that this is distance. For some reason, I am just getting that this action has something to do with distance. This isn't about pouring your heart out and, kind of using more of that aggressive energy to bring someone into your space. This is kind of like giving someone else the space to act in the way that they feel they need to act. And this can be you. If you are identifying with this masculine energy, then this can absolutely be you trying to give yourself that balance and that space to seek out different job opportunities, ask questions, go to different interviews. But this is about options. It's about choices. It's about knowing that this is the right direction and giving space where it's needed. For some, this is inspired by financial constraints. This could be with a 13, this is a 4. This is about stability that you are fighting for, but that right now something has dismantled. Something isn't quite going according to plan, but this is a step back to take 3 steps forward. This is very temporary, Cap. I'm not sensing permanence here. This is literally just a moment in time. So if there's distance, time for yourself that needs to be taken from a person, a job, an opportunity, do you need time to go to interviews, seek out advice from counselors, from people in your environment who you typically seek counsel? I would encourage that. There is somebody who knows best, either you or another person, that will help bring this situation to a conclusion. And again, with the fish card that we brought up earlier, this is about abundance. So if there have been financial constraints, they will be ending soon. So let's go ahead, Cap, and take a look here at your Celtic cross. I just looked up at the timer and I saw 1111. Devil card jumped out. Could be connected with another Capricorn. So let's see, please, for Capricorn. All right, so underneath the deck, we have the Hierophant. Absolutely. So this is Taurus energy. This is career. This is marriage. This is respect. This is spirituality. For some of you, it has, this absolutely is a contract or a commitment of some kind. A person who is very, very wise, who can help you through this next chapter. I do feel for many of you, Cap, this is a spiritual journey that you're on. A lesson for many of you in trusting yourself. I feel like, because there are so many storylines coming in, Cap, truthfully, this is really speaking to your understanding of self and wisdom as a whole. You know how to handle this. You know how to do this. Whatever this is, this person, this career path, love, marriage, you know how it goes. Follow that voice. There is something about it that feels familiar. Your current situation is the King of Pentacles. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This can be you standing in your power. This can be a manager, a boss, a career path. This is somebody who is very good with their resources. So someone who may own a business. This is someone established. If this is not you right now, this is what will be coming in. This could also be someone who you are connecting with either currently or in the near future, who's going to help you make this next step, to take this next transition. We have male here, we have a masculine energy, and we have masculine here with the King of Pentacles. The block is the Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. For some of you, this is a person who is interfering in this venture or this connection. This can also be that someone is holding back connection. They are not speaking on their emotions. Best case scenario is the Four of Swords. This is taking a break. This is healing. Okay, this is silence. This is distance. This is taking a moment disconnected from a person or situation to give yourself some recuperation time. Why it's all happening is the Five of Pentacles. So like we saw here with financial constraints, for some this is a very real financial loss. This is a step back. For some this is a career change where in order to move into a new career path, you had to say yes to a smaller amount of money, or you just had to take a financial hit of some kind. For some this is separation and a loss of stability, a loss of money, perhaps in a divorce or in the breaching of a contract, something along those lines. But overall, this is a feeling of not having what you worked for financially. Some of you were saving and you've had to dip into your finances. For some, this was a job that offered stability and you're having a tough time there. And now there is just a very evident financial loss. Okay. Could also be that There is distance, separation between you and a person. Recent past, we have the 10 of Swords. So something that has caused a lot of suffering, a lot of anguish, coming to an end. This was a very painful ending, but there is also this release now. Coming in, we have the 9 of Cups. So this is about you, Capricorn, being very satisfied and content. This can be wish fulfillment, something that you really wanted emotionally. This feels like freedom. Honestly, Cap, there was something about what you are leaving behind, or who is leaving the situation, who was the source of a lot of physical discomfort, mental discomfort, and now with the silence, with the solitude, with the distance, there is something very peaceful. For others, right, this is about releasing the past because you are now joining with a new person, and this new person is the source of contentment. This person has revived you in some way. They've given you hope. They have shown you what can be, the potential. How you see yourself is the King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sag. For some, you have started your own business. For some, this is about really just taking life by the horns and really moving in with your desire. If this is a person, there's a lot of passion here. They have passion towards you. You have passion towards them. And truthfully, Cap, you are leading. You are leading all of this. You are choosing. You are not waiting to be chosen. You are selecting the bits and pieces that belong in your life. In your environment, 2 of Wands, selection, choosing a path, moving down that path, choosing it for yourself. For some, you are at a crossroad. You have multiple options and you're trying to decide exactly where you want to go. But I find for many of you, you know exactly what path that is, and you may have already taken that first step. If you have already taken that first step, it is with confidence, and you will be experiencing in the near future some kind of contentment or happiness, knowing that you made the right decision here. The fear is the 10 of Cups. So the 10 comes after the 9, right? So there might be a fear of sharing your happiness with another person. You may not be ready for a new commitment, right? You might be afraid of that family life. Some of you may have just experienced so much pain in sharing your happiness with another person, knowing that it's so risky, and opening yourself up and being vulnerable to a new person just carries so much potential pain with it that you don't want to share. For some, it's about fear that because of this person not, being so detached and so removed from communication, that you will never reach that fulfillment with them. You will be left alone to feel content, but never be able to share that happiness with this person. Most likely outcome is the 10 of Wands. So this is endings. What were we saying about the chapters closing, an ending of something, right? This is about coming to an end. 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands. Even the person card here is a 28, which reduces to a 10, right? So whoever this person is, something is ending to make room for a new beginning. This could be the revival of a current connection. This could also be the ending of an old connection and finally letting it go and letting it sit in the past where it belongs, and making room now for a new person, a new venture, a new marriage, a new contract. For some, this is a second marriage. For some, this is moving on to a second career path. This is a big move, Cap. This is a very, very big move. Have faith in yourself. This is very difficult. There are burdens. There's a lot of pain. You're raw right now, Cap. You're raw. Someone here is very raw. But honestly, this 9 of Cups says it's going to be fine. And this isn't luck. This isn't luck. This is something you've been waiting for, putting time into. Let's clarify with the Kipper cards. Go ahead and see what's going on with Kipper, please. What's going on with Kipper, please? With Capricorn. What's going on with Capricorn, please? What's going on with Capricorn, please? Let's clarify for Capricorn. Let's clarify for Capricorn, please. Oh my goodness. So underneath the deck, we have great fortune. So for many of you, this is about, what were we saying? A cash out, a payout. You know, with fish that we had here, right? For those of you who are experiencing some type of financial constraint, some type of financial hit, you will be recouping those finances. If there has been silence, distance, a lack of company, someone who you were hoping would be by your side who has for a while now not been, perhaps withdrawn, or perhaps you've just been in this state of solitude and not really having anyone by your side because you were still kind of recovering from some pain. This could also be the person you're connecting with who had someone in the past that they've been recovering from. There is going to be communication. There's going to be emotional expression. There is going to be financial recuperation. Something the wheels are beginning to turn again. The wheels are beginning to turn again, and it has to do with leaving something in the past, putting this pain behind you, leaving this job behind you. With the King of Wands, we have message of concern. Okay, I'm going to leave this here. King of Pentacles, I should say. King of Pentacles with message of concern. So this can be you receiving some message about something that you weren't expecting. All right, this, for some of you, this is divorce papers. This is the breaching of a contract. For others of you, this is a subpoena if you're a business person. But in general, this is about being in a position of having to overcome some block, a challenge. This is a 14, which reduces to a 5. So this is a challenge, challenging communication. Someone received a message, and there is a feeling of having to overcome what this is. Now in the block, we have the Knight of Cups, which could be the reason for this message of concern. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with house. So this could involve a home situation. This could involve a mortgage, a contract for a new house. This is somebody who also, Cap, could just be very well established in this connection. You guys have history. There is something solid or was solid in the past. This can also be you really looking forward to moving to a new job, moving to a new place, a new state. This is about establishing your roots, starting over, having something solid with someone who cares or with someone who shares your vision. Why it's all happening is the Four of Swords with mature woman. So this is about a person who's been silent. This can literally be someone older than you, a feminine energy that has more experience than you. For some, this is an age difference that you share with another person. I am connecting with some very masculine Capricorn. So remember, masculinity doesn't necessarily have to be male, right? So you could be female and embody that masculine energy right now and be connecting with someone who has that feminine, more Empress type of energy, very nurturing. But there is something about this silence, someone having to take a break. Capricorn, it could also be you who is a very experienced person and knowing that right now, the best move to make is silence, distance. This is a 6, once again, connecting to the lovers, making a choice, achieving balance through decision making, knowing that you have the answer, knowing that you have the truth, and connecting with that, making a choice based on what you know to be true. Yeah, the reason this is all happening is the 5 of Pentacles with Courthouse. Courthouse is a 23, which reduces to a 5. We have 2 5s. This is riddled with challenge, Capricorn. This is riddled with challenge. There was nothing you did here. There is nothing you did here to make this happen. This looks to me like a natural, whatever this was going to fall apart at some point. The dissolution of this situation, this was going to happen. For some of you, right, this is divorce. This is contractual. This was an agreement. If this wasn't an actual written contract, this was a verbal contract. There was an agreement that you made with another person or entity, and it didn't pan out. And because of that, there's been some kind of distance. There's been a distance, a silence, and you have pulled away, Capricorn, because you understand that to make the best choice possible, you have to take time out, either because you need to think about something or because you're giving someone else the opportunity to think further about something. Okay. Now, in the recent past, we have the 10 of Swords with child. So this could have something to do with a lot of stress around children, a child. If it's not literally a child, it is a new opportunity. This can also be around someone who embodies very immature behavior, okay? Someone who lacks experience. There is something about this child energy that was the source of a lot of anguish and suffering. And now that the conversation about this is no longer being had, perhaps, Cap, that you just got, really tired of someone pretending like they knew how to talk to you or how to be mature. You the proof is in the pudding, Cap. You are showing up as a mature woman, the mature person. You are showing up as somebody who knows better. So if you were connecting with someone who did not know better, releasing them into your past has led you now into a more stable position where you are either this King of Pentacles, stable, resourceful, dependable person, or you're connecting now with somebody who is all of those things. And this message of concern may not have anything to do with this King of Pentacles. It may not have been from this King of Pentacles. It could have been someone, this Knight of Cups perhaps, who you have an established past with, who is trying to get in the way of you and this person moving forward, or you and this opportunity moving forward. But you know better. For some of you, this is about having had conversations with someone about a child, either existing or non-existing. You were aspiring to have children, and this person maybe made promises to you about them also wanting children, and then finding out that did not pan out. Perhaps you found out that somebody who you thought was unattached actually has a child. So it could be something like that. It could be that this person really was not as mature as you thought they would be. But either way, something about this has been revealed, it has been released, and you are freeing yourself now from being tied to somebody who makes false promises, or even worse, is just somebody who does not have that growth mentality. And for all the good they might bring to the table, they are just not seeing the same vision that you see for yourself moving forward. So the Nine of Cups, we have main male. So there's definitely another person involved. Could be you, with family room and change. So Cap, whoever this is, I will say this, this main male, it could be a masculine that you're connecting with who is leaving the situation. This could also be you taking on a more aggressive, dominant, active role. Whoever this main male is, this change is needed. All right, I am seeing for some, this is about leaving a home, an apartment, a stable foundation with another person. This is expansion. For some, you're moving from an apartment into a house. This could be moving in with a person. Capricorn, whatever change this is bringing in with you, if you are feeling content with it, this is the right move. If someone is leaving your environment, but without them you feel better, that was the right move. Let them go. Okay? If you feel like you want to move into a new place and you're kind of worried about what kind of financial situation that might bring, but you're happy, then it's the right move. Because it is stable here. This is taking a step back to take steps forward. How you see yourself with King of Wands is gift, right? So for some, you see yourself receiving a gift from a Leo, Aries, Sag. For some, you see yourself as being so happy that you're connecting with someone who is so impassioned and emboldened and empowers you. For others, you feel like this moment in time where you are finally alone and able to explore what you want, your desires, is a gift. For others, this is just about a person. This is either you or a person you're connecting with who you just feel very blessed. You feel very lucky to be receiving this person, to be receiving things from this person, to be alone. But you feel happy, you feel satisfied, to have choices. Yeah, the two of Wands, main female. Now, for some of you, this is about having a connection with someone who has multiple options. But it's not in a malicious way. This person is not trying to play you. This person is legitimately trying to figure out who they want to settle down with. This person is very mature. So they're not trying to lead you on and have their cake and eat it too. This is somebody who might have multiple options on the table, but the fact it makes you feel uncomfortable is not intentional on their part. They just want to make sure that before they make this lifelong decision, they are choosing what is right for them. For others of you, this is you making that choice, Cap. This is you making that choice. There are multiple people involved, and you yourself are trying to make the right choice for yourself, where it involves other people, opportunities, where you're moving, what have you. But this is about making a choice that you know in your heart of hearts is the right one to make. The fear is bad health with the 10 of Cups. So for some, this is just a faulty foundation. Notice that this is the bad health is a 31, which reduces to a 4, which talks about stability, right? What were we saying with the 10 of Cups? Fearing, maybe sharing, right? Sharing that last cup with other people. There's a lot of pain attached to stability. Will they really be there by your side? Will you want to be there by their side? Perhaps you enjoy being alone. Perhaps they enjoy being alone. This is about not lying to yourself and others not lying to you. So the fear here is being lied to, perhaps jumping into a very serious commitment, but not being ready for it just yet, doing it prematurely. Perhaps halfway through, you change your mind, someone else changes their mind. Is it stable enough? Will I be stable enough? Will this last? There's a fear that there's a faulty foundation and it will not last. With the 10 of Wands, we have mature man, marriage, and community. So here's the thing about the fear that you have, Capricorn. This is where thinking big comes in, how we had that big picture card come in. This is about looking at the big picture. There's part of you that is afraid of taking this next step because what if, right? It's the what if game, the hypothetical. What if you make this choice and it doesn't work out? What if you make this next choice and it's not as stable as you thought? The question really is the situation you are currently in stable enough, or are you settling? With settling, it is not that you are not in a good place. It is that you are stifling your growth. When you stifle your growth, you start to atrophy. You start to shrink. You start to weaken. You start to feel less inspired. You become unhappy, essentially, Cap. So the question is, if you were to stay where you are right now forever, would you be happy, or is there something about moving into this new space that you crave? There is nothing wrong with seeking risk if you calculate it and you seek wise counsel. Most things, all things even in life, require some type of risk and planning because we don't really know what the outcome will be. We just know that where we currently are could be improved, it's stagnant, and we thrive on growth. Now, I will say that in your outcome, if this is about marriage, a contract being revived, something that you were concerned about, perhaps this mature man, right? Because you are coming through as the mature woman. This is about connecting with community. I'm seeing a wedding for sure. I'm seeing a wedding with community and marriage. I am seeing a happy workplace, a boss who is easy to get along with. This could be you opening up your business and having all the staff you need. 10 of Wands, the only way you are going to be able to release this pressure is by giving yourself the chance to expand. Giving yourself the chance to expand, accepting other people's help, accepting other people's support, feeling good about your choice. Trust your understanding. There's something here that is unknown to you, Capricorn, because there might be something that you feel eludes you, but your feeling is right on target. There is something you know is going to make you happier in the long run, but I'm sensing that there's a fear it won't last forever. Might I remind you, sweet Cap, that this is nothing in life lasts forever. So if you're going to take a risk, you might as well take a risk as calculated as with the most education as you can, right? But take a risk doing something that you're hoping will pan out for you. There are people who lead lives that are based on what is societally acceptable, socially acceptable, and they still fail. And that is a very defeating feeling. I just looked up at the timer. I saw 33 minutes and 55 seconds, 3355. There are some people who live life the way you do in a cookie cutter world and they still fail. And how much does that failure sting when you realize that it was in an attempt to create a life you thought was the right life to lead, right? So you can still fail aiming for perfection that isn't even what you wanted for yourself. So if you're going to fail at anything, fail at something you were shooting for yourself, not for someone else, for other people or for society. There is something here that runs very deep. And I say that provided that you are doing the correct risk assessment, because for some this is business, this is marriage, this is a contract, this is longevity, this is changing, this is logistics, this is distance, this is communication, this is travel, this is a change, this is moving into a new chapter. Do it for yourself and reach out to people who are supportive of your vision and who might have experience in what this next step looks like. In your outcome, you have a contract here. For some, this is marriage. For some, this is finally opening the doors of your new life, your new clinic, your new office. And you're upgrading. You are upgrading. And you are going to be able to provide in ways you had never known yourself to be able to provide. This can be someone who is providing for you, Cap, if that is your goal. Perhaps you're looking for that counterpart who can meet you halfway. This person is here. But there is a lot of pressure surrounding this event, this connection, that needs to be released in order to make room. And I think you are right there, Cap. Alrighty, love, I'm going to take this over to the extended reading where we will look into this person that you're connecting with, their feelings for you, their intentions towards you, the actions they are thinking about taking towards you, and the most likely outcome towards you, between you and this person. Alrighty, Cap, if you enjoyed today's reading, please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. I would love to know how you're doing. For those of you who will join me in the extended, the link to it is in the description box below, as well as pinned to the comments, to the top of the comment section. And I will see you there, Cap. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so privileged to be connecting with your energy, and I will see you in the next reading. Stay safe, be well, and until next time, I will see you. Bye, Cap.